Kia ora and welcome to this IT training tutorial video on applying and modifying the built-in quote style in Word. You can view the quote style from the Styles gallery on the Home tab inside of Word. Now you can also view it if you open the Styles pane, and you'll see it displayed there as well. The Styles pane gives you the extra information about the fact that it's a paragraph style. Now that's as opposed to a character style. So for example, if I click inside of a paragraph, the quote style is applied to the whole thing. I'll just return back to normal there. But if I am clicked inside of a paragraph and I press a character style, such as strong, it only applies it to the selected word. So I'll just again go back to clear formatting to take that away. A character style is applied on top of normal. If you wanted to apply a character style to a whole paragraph, you'd have to select all the words first. Okay, just extra information there. So I'm going to click inside of this paragraph and click on the quote style to apply it. Now when I apply the quote style, it's not quite right for a thesis, so I'm going to have to modify it. To do that, you could either right-click on the style's name in the gallery, or you can use the drop-down arrow that shows up in the styles pane beside the style. And when I do that, I'll just open up Modify Style. Now most of the changes could probably be made right here inside of this window, but not all of them. And besides, you might want to see more information about just exactly what's happening. However, I will make one quick change here. When you have a quote style, it should not be in italics unless this is a recorded interview, that someone was speaking. Then you would put it in italics. But if you're pulling it out of a book or something like that, then you do not put it in italics. So all I have to do is switch off italics from this window. Now for the rest of the style settings, I'm going to go to the Format drop-down and I'll pull out the Paragraph formatting window. Now you can see that the first thing here that's a problem is that the alignment has been set to centered. We will want that to be left aligned if the rest of our thesis is left aligned, or you can set it to justified if that's what you've been told to do instead. Now the indentation is probably fine. I would have probably made it just 1.5 centimeters, but I'm not going to worry about this setting. But this is where I also want to make some changes, is inside of the spacing. My internal spacing for a quote should be single spaced, so I will change that. And also the spacing before and after, generally speaking, we don't worry about the spacing before because it's been picked up by the paragraph that came before. But if there is not a normal paragraph before that will pick up that space, you could put that in. I'm just going to change this and this to 12. That's usually a good amount of space to put around a paragraph. Now when I click OK, I'll click OK one more time to come out, and now here is my quote paragraph. So anywhere that I want to apply those settings, I will just click on that paragraph, and it's very easy to do. I'll just go back to normal with that one. Now I've had a look at that quote style and I think, you know what, I don't really think that is enough space before and after the style. So I'm going to go into my quote settings one more time, back into Modify Style, and I'll go back into the paragraph and I'll just use the little arrows to bring it up to 18 points before and after. Now I just want to point out to you that you can set these to any number you like, but if you use the little arrows, it automatically goes up in increments of 6. And then I'll just click OK and OK again. So you may need to do that several times before you get it looking just exactly the way you'd like. That concludes this video on applying and modifying the quote style in Word. I hope that was useful to you. Thanks for your attention, and kia ora.